Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Wingate Solutions. I hope you're doing well. Out in the woods today, doing a little training, so I figured I'd bring you guys a couple of videos. I'm a few videos in now, or a few drills in. I did a cold start and some other drills a few minutes ago, so I'm trying to break these into a few smaller videos just to kind of keep it more interesting, and so I can get some videos planned out for you guys in a little bit more like bite-sized pieces, so it's not just like one 40-minute training session, because some of them are kind of boring, so I kind of skip through them. But right now I'm going to be working on some lateral movements. So I have two cones set up. You might be able to see them. I have this thing on a tracking gimbal. You can kind of see it moving. So hopefully it tracks me in a minute as I do some of these reps to make it look at least a little bit more entertaining or cool to watch. So I don't have a cameraman, so just me out here today. I'm going to start at one cone. I'm going to draw on the beep, get a hit at 25. So 25-yard C-zone. And the hit on the steel is my signal to move to the next cone. So if I shank around and miss, I need to actually have the follow through and actually have the confirmation of hearing the ding or seeing the hit on the target before I move to the next piece of or next cone. And I'm just going to go back and forth for a few reps, maybe get the heart rate up a little bit, but just work on entering and exiting positions. I'm not a comp guy. I don't do competition. So I'm not like super fluid with some of this stuff. I just carry a gun for a living, but some of the stuff that the competition guys do are very like important as like crossover into real world. So I'm just going to try to move efficiently, try to slow down as I'm entering position, square up, get a nice presentation, hopefully have a nice draw and or like presentation from the high compress ready. I'm looking for those efficiencies of movement. I'm not looking for like crazy speed just for the sake of it. I'm trying just to get some good reps here, and it's just a skill set. So I am out in the open, right? You guys that are like think everything's like tactical, real world, scenario based. This is just a skill. I'm just working on simple skill sets here of moving and drawing, or drawing and then moving after a hit, and or moving into position. It's real simple. Don't overthink it. But anyway, I'm gonna start a cone. I'm gonna see how it works. Hopefully this thing kind of records and does okay. If it works well, I'll bust out my rifle and we'll do a couple reps with rifle too. So let's do it. Hopefully my mic is still on. I'm gonna come awkwardly stare at the camera and make sure. Yep, we're good. All right, let's do this. Get the timer going. And okay, now it's working. Oh man, jack that one up. So I fumbled my reload a little bit and then just grossly smashed on the trigger and had bad grip, so I yanked a few there. I don't know if you guys can actually see the hits or not, or hear them. Hopefully you can. All right, I'm gonna try that same thing again, except I'm gonna do 2 hits per, just so there's a little more like sight tracking, recoil management, that sort of thing. So I'll do 2 rounds, 2 hits rather, and then I'll move, do 2 hits to the next one. I'll do that for whatever I have on me. I think I have 10 and 10, somewhere around that. I'll just do it for a little bit, see how I get, and then I'll switch over to rifle, and then we'll move on from there. All right, let's do it. Hopefully the angle or the camera's kind of tracking all right. We'll find out. I'll see when I'm editing it. All right, let's do it. 2 hits before I move. Jack that up. Cool. I got a little sloppy there. Sometimes I wasn't hold myself as accountable as I should. I was kind of just getting after it a little bit. That's okay sometimes. That's how we learn. All right, let's move on to rifle. All right, guys, I'm going to finish up the drill with rifle, running my SPR with the Leupold Mark IV HD, 2.5 to 10, Vortex Spark, in a Night Force mount with a Co & Co piggyback mount. Awesome setup. It's kind of my favorite setup at the moment. Still putting the Mark IV through its paces, but for this drill at this distance, I'm just going to be using the Top Dot Vortex Spark, which for the money is awesome. Palmetto State Armory usually runs some pretty good sales on these. You get them in like the 150, 160 range. So if you're looking for one of them, I'd go over there. No affiliation or any of that sort of thing, but I like them so far. Anyway, if I haven't already said it, if you guys don't know, I have a sling company, so Wingate Solutions LLC. So check us out. Link down in the description. I make 2-point minimalist rifle slings and sling retention straps, which are a nice way to store your sling on the rifle when not in use. So if you want to support us that way, you can. Check us out. All right, let's get this thing going. 2 hits, and then I'll move. All right, cool. Somewhat of a decent angle. All right, get the heart racing a little bit. All right, guys, I'm going to conclude that one there. I know it was a quick one. Hopefully you got something out of it. If you like this content, please consider subscribing. Hit that thumbs up like button, share with your buddies, and comment down below. I enjoy your feedback. And check out our website, wingatesolutionsllc.com. And you can also check out our Instagram at Wingate Solutions. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Till next time, get out and train.